you guys have voted and you guys are selecting my TBR via my TBR jar, so let's get into it. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie, these are just some of my books and I'm here to bring you my May TBR chosen by you. So firstly, I just want to get this bit out of the way. I appreciate every single one of you that watches all of my videos, that gives them a like and just generally engages on them. If you haven't done that yet, please click that subscribe button because I am just loving this community. I am slowly growing now and yeah, I'm really loving being here and it's just an exciting time. So obviously I said this is my May TBR. It is May 1st at the time of recording this and I realised I hadn't done this video yet. Life has been pretty hectic. So I need to pick it out, but I do want to talk about some of the books that are not in my TBR jar that I will be picking up this month. The first book I want to talk about is Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead. Now, this is the book club pick for the last 2 weeks of April and the first week in May, so I am putting it in my May TBR because I'm going to be finishing it in May. I'm already reading it, obviously, and I'm about 114 pages in. Not loving it, if I'm being completely honest, but that is fine. I'm going to keep reading it because I like the content. It's the thought, like the writing that I'm just not getting on with. It's a personal thing. Everyone else in the book club is absolutely loving it. And it is a nod to mental health awareness, as obviously it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So yeah, that's the first book that I'm going to give it a bit of a nod to. Now I'm pretty sure it would not be a month if I didn't have an arc to read. So I will be reading In the Blood by Kate Wiley. I think this is book 3 of them. I think it's Margot Phelan. I'll put it on screen if it's wrong. But basically I've been reading these books and I'm sure it's Margot Phelan, where her dad is a serial killer and basically there's been 3 stories around this. She's obviously solving a case, but then at the same time, she's trying to keep her past hidden because she doesn't want people to know that her dad's a serial killer, basically, especially because she's a police officer. I haven't read anything into the 3rd book. I saw this available on NetGalley and just requested it. This does release the 14th of May, so I probably will be having this quite soon on in my TBR, but it depends what I'm feeling and what I end up pulling out of the jar because I can be very much a mood reader. So yeah, I have to give a nod to that arc, but yeah. Now, as I've just said, the book club book will be read by the 7th of May. So we do have a second book club book, which will be finished by the end of May. And I think it's Jericho. I need to check that, bear with. I'm not completely mad, guys. I wasn't far off. So the book club pick is Killing Jericho by William Hussey. And yeah, I know absolutely nothing on it, but I'm absolutely fine with that. And yeah, it's a book club pick. I can't remember what the theme is, guys. My brain's not functioning a lot at the minute, but yeah, I just have to give a nod to that, guys. This is probably why you're even watching this video. It's time to start picking out my TBR jar. So let's see what the first book is. I have a couple of books I want to read in mind, so I'm going to pick 5 out of the jar because I normally read about 10 books. I've already got 3 there, and I like to put in an extra 2 audiobooks that I might not be able to get out of this TBR. Ooh, so the first book we are reading is The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. Let me get it out of the shelf. So this is The Maidens. I don't think I actually said, I know I said my TBR jar, I want to tackle bookcase 1 this year. So there's about 33 books I think in this bookcase to read. And the first book that you guys have basically picked from it is The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I really loved The Silent Patient. This has been sat on my TBR for quite a while actually. I might pick this up as one of the first books. You're invited to join the Maidens. The Maidens are Cambridge University's most exclusive society whose members are selected by the charismatic professor of Greek tragedy Edward Fosker, a secretive set of the brightest, most captivating students. When one of the maidens is murdered, grieving young therapist Mariana is drawn back to the idyllic campus where she was once herself a student. Intriguing. So yeah, good first pick, guys. This might even be my first read of the month. I'm going to see what comes out because the weather's lovely, so I kind of want something a bit summery. So we're going to see how that goes, but that's the first pick. On to the second pick now. If I know that I can pick some of these up in audio, I will pick more out of the jar, but oh, interesting, we're on a thriller run. So the next one is The Catch by T.M. Logan. Can I reach that from where I'm sat? I can, if I make my drink. So another thriller you guys have picked out, Fabulosa. Ed finally meets his daughter's boyfriend for the first time. Smart, successful and handsome, Ryan appears to be a real catch. Then Abby announces her plan to get married. The perfect fiancé. There's just one problem. Ed thinks Ryan is lying to them. Who would you believe? I do love a bit of a dilemma thriller. So I have loved pretty much all of T.M. Logan's work apart from The Holiday. Now this does look a little bit summery-esque, so if I don't pick out a very clear winner in the summer front, I'm gonna definitely pick this one up first, I think. I'm going to see what comes out because I'm feeling a bit Kindle reader like, and I don't think I've got any of these on my Kindles yet. So yeah, but that's the second book I've picked for this month. We're on to book 3 now. I realise I've put all my series ones in, so if I do pick one out that's a series, oh yes, I'm on a Liz Nugent hunt. Our Little Cruelties by Liz Nugent. That might potentially be my first pick, guys, because... oh, I'm trashing my bookcase at this point, guys. I just finished Unravelling Oliver at the end of April, and I want to read Liz Nugent's backlist, but this is on my Kindle. I bought it for 99p last month, so yeah. 3 brothers at a funeral, one lies in a coffin. Will Brian and Luke grow up competing for their mother's unequal love? As men, the competition continues for status, money, fame, women. They betray each other over and over until one of them is murdered. Now, I think Michaela's reading this month as well, as she's doing a Liz Nugent backlist also. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see her views on that to mine. But yeah, I'm very intrigued to pick this up, and yeah, guys, I'm very much thriller-esque this month. I was hoping for a couple of romances, so we'll see. On to book 4 now. Try not to pick from the top because I can like... Right, I'm going to put that back in, guys, because the other one is Skin Deep by Liz Nugent. Now, I've already got Liz Nugent, so I don't want to overpower. So I'm going to put that back in and we'll do another one. The Breakdown by B.A. Paris. That works wonderful, actually, because I did get that at the library before I realised that I actually own it. So it's down on the bottom shelf, so I can't get it. It is in my TBR cart from the library because I didn't realise I owned the B.A. Paris box set. I got it sent free from Books to Door. So that is actually from the library. I need to return that soon. So yeah, that is definitely a good shout. So I will definitely pick that up as I do want to return it to the library. So it was kind of on my radar to read anyway. So it's like my body knew. We're on for 4 for thrillers here, guys. I need to get another one out the jar. I might have to start looking at romances on audio this month, it would seem. Last pick out the TBR jar. I do like to have a bit of scope in case I mood read. Come on, romance. Oh, I can't read that one. That's book 3. So I've got A Long Time Coming by Megan Quinn. That is book 3 in the series. So I'm not going to put that back in until I've pulled out another one. Guys, this isn't going well. I shouldn't put the 3rd book really in my jar, but... yes! We have picked up Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is on KU, so this may potentially, with the sun being the way it is definitely an absolute must for the month. Super excited, guys. That is a really good 5th pick. So Wild Love is part of the Rose Hill series, and if you haven't read anything by Elsie Silver, I strongly recommend. So I've read her other 2 series. So I've read the Chestnut Spring series, which I read 2 years ago while I was in Tenerife, and absolutely inhaled the first 2 books. Heartless is by far my favourite. Then last summer I read the Gold Rush Ranch series, and I think Off to the Races ended up being my favourite because I did rate that one 5 stars. And again, I just love Elsie Silver's writing. I'm not a romance girly, but I don't know what it is about cowboy romance or like that kind of romance. I just really enjoy it. Now, I believe they are interconnected series as well, so I don't know what order you're supposed to read them in, but there is an introduction to like siblings of other characters from Chestnut Springs, I believe. Now, I don't know whose book is book 1, but I've been itching to read these for a while since the release of Wildside. So yeah, I'm super excited for that one. Do you know what? I'm feeling fruity. I've just realised we've got a bank holiday and I've got a whole week off in May. So I'm going to go for a 6th. Go with the flow. Oh, I've just read that one. Unravelling Oliver. Gonna put that back in because that's book 2. I might want to spam read them, who knows, but I don't want it to be a definite. Ooh, I'll have to text Amelia. So Miss the Wrong Number by Lynn Painter is the last book on the list of the ones that I want to take out for my TBR. So let me find it. This was actually on my April TBR, however, we never got round to it in the readathon and we just both haven't had time to sit down and read it at the same time. So I might speak to Amelia about having a bit of a weekend read with this, because I love a bit of Lynn Painter and I did want to pick up one this month. I've been itching to pick up Betting on You as well. But yeah, so this is book 1 in a series. I've already read book 2 because I didn't realise I didn't own book 1 when I read book 2. But it's been nearly 2 years since I read book 2, so I can't tell you I remember the characters anyway. I'm terrible at remembering books I've read. So yeah, that is the plan. The only thing is, I'm looking through most of them, guys, and I don't think any of them I can pick up on audio. I'm going to have a look, because I know TM Logan does sometimes have some on. That being said, I have got a couple of books sat in my, like, saved. I've got Restore Me by Tara Maffei, so I may potentially pick that up in audio. So that is the Shatter Me series book 2. So I have read the first book and the first novella, and I kind of am itching to read that a little bit more, but it's just, I do want to tackle my TBR in here, but I am still tackling my TBR if it's upstairs. And my end goal is to, like, tackle my TBR to the point I get it under 100 by 2026. Now, it's doable. I'm on 100 and something, but it is perfectly doable by the end of the year. It's more than manageable as long as I don't suddenly slump for 4 months. So yeah, the other thing is I've seen Michaela talk about is In the Blink of an Eye by Jo Callahan, and she said it was a really, really good audiobook. Now, that is on my TBR in my physical, so I might put that on my in audio form if I'm reading one of the romances I have picked out. So yeah, it's going to be a weird month. It'll be interesting to see what I end up listening to. I have kind of gone off audiobooks a bit, but now I'm out all day doing, like, my PPA and stuff. I stick my headphones in and I can listen to, like, 6 hours of an audiobook. It is so good, so yeah. So this, guys, is my TBR for May. You guys have made me pick it, and yeah, I think we've got some really good books in here, guys. So, like, I love a Lynn Painter and I love an Elsie Silver, and a romance, I always like to change it up, so I'm glad I've got a few genres. We've got the book club pick, obviously. I wanted to read this anyway. I'm on a Liz Nugent bit of a, like, love at the moment. And then 2 books that I probably wouldn't have picked up first hand, but yeah, they sound really good. And they're all reasonably sized books this month. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm glad you made me pick my TBR Jar, because I had no idea what I'm going to read. I think I might start with Wild Love by Elsie Silver. Because the sun's out, I just feel like reading a romance. I don't know why. If not, it'll probably be either The Breakdown by B.A. Paris or Our Little Cruelties for the thriller. But yeah, that is my May TBR, guys. Yeah, I'm excited. So that's a wrap on my May TBR. Thank you so much for joining me. I have loved having the TBR jar out. I don't normally get it out. It's kind of sat there and then I mood read. So I'm very much looking forward to that. The April wrap up will be going out. I think it will have gone out by the time I send this. I think I'm going to send my April wrap up out first. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm going to have a really good reading month. I can sense it. But yeah, as I've already said at the beginning of the video, if you liked this video, please hit that like button. Leave a comment about what you're reading in May. I am so nosy. If you have made it to the end of this video, I want you to pop a heart emoji in the comments just so I know that you're watching till the end. And if you haven't already, guys, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button and come and join me for some more videos.